Swing and a drive, left field, get up, oh, get out of here, and
We made it.
We did.
We made it.
Not
We
quite.
made it. No, we made it. I mean,
We're
maybe
almost
we don't
there.
make it to tomorrow.
We're just under 24 hours from first
By the
pitch, so.
time this releases, we will have made it. Opening day. Hopefully. I don't know. Welcome back to the Flight Deck podcast. Baseball starts tomorrow. We wanted to get one more episode in before it did because we don't have enough off-season content already. We have 3 of us. Are we doing hot takes today? Does anyone actually have any? I don't have any currently.
I don't have any, but I can come up with
Fantastic.
some.
So if
I've got
we're shooting that.
one.
Okay, we're shooting from the hip for our hot takes today. Yeah, home openers at 3:00 tomorrow. Great.
Ugh.
Well, anything else I'm missing from the little excitement run here? I don't think so, right?
I was gonna say, do we want the on record account of what happened to me yesterday?
Go for it.
Oh,
Connor
I
just
hate
got
it.
back. If you didn't notice.
I was in Missouri. Went to the Negro League Museum. Bought this hoodie. Comfortable as fuck. Sick. But on the way to going into the airport in St. Louis, I'm walking in. I see this big motherfucker in a hat and a Pedro jersey. And then I look to my right of him, and I see a dude in a Section 10 hoodie. And then I look to the left of him, of the other guy, and it's fucking Jared Carabas and Coley and fucking Jake. And I and fucking Jared looks at me like, dude, do you have to write? Like, are you, like, he looked at me and basically was like in the eyes was like, are you good? Like, I was like, fuck, it's you guys.
I have a question because you posted the picture in our group chat.
Shut up. Deer in headlights. It was not a good
No, that's
moment.
fine. Did you get Jake to take the picture?
Oh, Jake offered. Like, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Jake offered.
You didn't want to get Jake in the picture?
There was nobody else around, so it wasn't like a.
Right, fair enough.
Bro,
So it
you
wasn't
were in
like
a fucking airport.
No, but like,
There's nobody.
but like,
in the
no,
tower.
genuinely, I would have had to like walk for a good like 2-3 minutes to get somebody.
There's no shot. There was no one within a 2-minute walk of you in an airport.
First off, a 2-minute walk of someone for a 2-minute walk of you wanting to be disturbed and having to walk 2 minutes back.
That's also fair. It is an airport. People are trying to get places.
Yeah. So, in saying
That's
that, I
funny.
was even kind of running late to my fucking thing. So, like, I was just like, all right, yeah, hey guys, appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, sorry, Jake.
Fucking, I go, Jared asked me, well, who are you a fan of? And he's like, I'm like, Toronto niggas, good luck with that. I was like, yeah, sucks.
No, because we're talking to Vlad. So it doesn't matter.
There are 6 hours and 16 minutes. 15 probably by the time the sentence is finished.
So,
He's not going to sign on opening day.
No.
okay, but I mean, opening day, like, does it start at 3? Does it start when he gets to the diamond? Does it start at midnight?
So I would think Vladdy's going to bed at a decent time because
No.
it's 3:00 game. He's got to get to the diamond early.
He might be. You know who's not? His agent.
His agent.
And you know who needs to sign off on the deal?
Him.
His agent. That'll happen tomorrow, though. Like, it's not like he's not going to sign on the thing tomorrow.
As he's accepting his Silver Slugger award. He
Yeah.
also just has the contract.
Yeah, I think it's possible. I think if there was ever going to be a time, now's the time.
Yeah. Just please get it done.
I think we said this before, though. Because was
Yeah,
there not
we
another
talked about it last
arbitrary
week, I think.
deadline that?
There was an arbitrary deadline over a month ago.
Yeah, here we are
Which,
again.
oh my god, it's been over a month since that fucking deadline.
Yeah, why does it feel like the off season was like 3 years long, but also 13 minutes?
Spring training felt 13 minutes long.
We just started, and now
Like-
here we are. We won the Golden Grapefruit. Hello,
That's
we
what
buried
she
the
started
shit
with.
into the lead.
The Golden Grapefruit, but we
Yes.
we did not win the overall spring training. That went to
Oh,
the
That's
Giants.
fine.
yeah, but
We
they played
won.
like 11 games less than we did. So whatever,
Oh,
I don't
it's
care.
dumb.
Yeah, congrats to the Blue Jays on being the best team in spring training. Clearly, that means we're going to be the best team in the regular season too,
At
right?
a very minimum, it should mean we have a pretty good farm system.
Sure,
And like
sure. Did that boost our farm system rankings? Probably not.
27th to 25th.
Absolutely not.
Like
Would have went from 27 to 26. Yeah. I still haven't pulled up our run sheet.
I mean, well, we know who is on the team to start the year is the main
Hmm?
one.
Ah,
Can I, before we get to that,
okay.
I have a gripe with opening day.
I don't know.
Hmm.
On Thursday, like the fact that it's Thursday afternoon.
No, just in general. Like we've got this like 3 to 4 day hiatus without even like spring training games. Why not have a World Series rematch series to start the year and have game one of that series start the night before every other team opens? So tonight you'd have a Dodgers Yankees rematch.
Hmm.
While I love that, I do know some teams played like yesterday still. Because I know that the
Yeah,
Royals
there were
and the
spring
Rangers,
training games.
the Royals and the Rangers played yesterday in Texas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like
There's
so,
some teams that played in Detroit played in San Francisco,
So similar to
yeah,
what we used to do in Montreal, I guess.
Montreal. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay, but I think that'd be sick.
I
it
think
would
that's
be.
not a bad idea.
It
I
would
find
be.
it weird that they don't open with like one single marquee game
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying. You
playoffs.
could even do 2 games. Like you could do
Yeah.
a 7 o'clock, a 10 o'clock,
It would
Yeah,
also
but they
give you
would
or
the
a 4 and an 8.
ability,
they would put it on Apple TV though.
but it would also give you the ability to push whatever team opened on the first night to the 3 o'clock slot. So not like half the teams are having to fucking leave work to watch the home opener.
Oh, I'd give them a day off.
Oh, you could do that, I guess. That sucks
I just
though.
think it'd be sick. Like there's like, yeah, there's hockey and basketball going on right now, but
Hmm.
like you kind of have the spotlight.
Yeah.
Um, I just think it'd be a sweet way to showcase the opening of the season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not a bad idea. I'm with it. It's weird that they had this week off in between like the season
their
opener
last
and
I
game was
don't like this.
what?
no.
Like
I get it. I get
yeah.
why it needs to be like I get doing it and I get
Yeah.
why you need that much time, but I
Hmm.
don't like it as a
Kind
baseball
of
fan.
sucks. Sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Connor mentioned the rosters are set. Uh I think the most intriguing piece of the entire puzzle for me was the
Is
fact
the
that they
out
released Ryan
oh,
Yarbrough.
I was gonna get there, but all right, we'll go ahead with the RB.
I think the Yarbrough thing is more
It
intriguing than
is
the fact that we have 94 outfielders. Because like you're gonna tell me it was Jacob Barnes
Jacob Barnes, Blue Jays
And Dick
legend,
Lovelady.
and Dick
and Dick
Lovelady.
Lovelady are
So
a better option.
I've heard some backstory on this, which I don't know whether I agree or not,
Mm,
but apparently they didn't want to carry 2 long men. So once Scherzer's status was like
Confirmed.
clear for
Yeah.
opening day, they decided to go Scherzer and they had to keep Uriel,
I
right?
mean, that kind of
Yeah.
makes sense.
Um, you're also in a situation where Yarbrough, I guess, is like the last guy in your bullpen at that point. So
Yeah.
you're committing $2 million to him. And then if you get into trouble and need bullpen help in a week, are you
Mm,
getting rid of Yarbrough? And you've committed this $2 million to him? Like,
sure. I guess. It's just I would like to have the best bullpen available. And it feels like within the past week, our bullpen went from like, you know what, this thing's got potential to like, you know what, oh no, what happened
I
here?
mean, hey, he had like a
It's
3-1 last year, I believe,
Hmm.
in like 100 innings. You take that.
Hmm.
Clearly, they've decided they don't like the fact that he is like one of the softest tossers in the majors. Um, but I think that has value in a pen. You need to vary the looks, right? So,
Yeah.
if they only saw him as a long man, because that's all Uriel is, I think at
Hmm.
this point. If they saw both of them as your long men, then I get this and it doesn't make sense. But
I
I,
don't see Yariel as a long man personally. I think is what I'm at. I know it doesn't make sense to not because they stretched him out and did all that, but like I think you just need to accept that he's not going to go for multiple innings here. Just have him empty the tank for an inning and carry on. That's where
I
I'm at.
think he's not pitching in leverage, and that is what you need your long man to do.
Yeah, I guess. It's tough. I don't love Yariel right now.
No, I think he
Yeah.
hopefully he finds it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
We have.
I don't hate the bullpen though. Like it's still. I don't hate it. I didn't say I didn't. I didn't say I
I
loved it.
feel less
Didn't
good
the
about
two
it.
of them have like a 6 ERA?
I
Who Barnes
would
and
believe
Lovely?
it. Where is it here? Cube sent me something about the bullpen. I can't find it, but it's not great. It like we went. It just seems like within not a very long amount of time, it kind of fell off a cliff. And now we're using guys like Jacob Barnes.
We're not paying them as opposed to if we have to keep the 2 million for Yarborough, like you said. Like,
I think that's part of it. They probably were both on the 40 man.
oh, Love Lady wasn't because he got added when Manoa got put on the 60, but I think Barnes
Okay.
was. So
Who did
Yes.
Roden go on for?
Who did we get? Roden, Straw, and
Roden
um
Roden was on it already. I know that.
Barnes?
No, I don't think
Question mark?
Roden was.
Roden wasn't. I
I
looked.
think him and Straw.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Barnes wasn't on it either, but I could be.
One of them was. I think Barnes was one of the guys they picked off waivers and put on the 40 man.
Okay.
Okay.
Lovelady went on for Manoa.
Yeah. Let's see.
I pull it up. Let's see.
Did they have openings? No,
I
right?
don't know. This is great podcasting work here, fellas.
Yeah, it is. It's amazing, people. Didn't someone get added for like Angel Bastardo or some shit because he was on the 60 man or 60 day? Like, because we were talking about
That would make sense. Or did we just make that up in the one episode and that just became a thing?
No, Angel
No, that was
Bastardo
a
is a
while
person.
ago.
Like, but that was a
Okay.
while ago. I don't think they've. I'm
They
looking here.
might not have made the moves yet.
They
They
haven't made the
haven't
moves
made the
yet.
moves yet.
Yeah, but let me check the 40 man.
Is it possible that there's a trade that happens between now and tomorrow?
Oh, for what though?
I don't know.
Forget. I think it was at the letters I was listening to today, and they pointed out the. Do you know how many healthy starting pitchers are on the Jays 40 man right now?
Five?
It's not a lot. It's the
6.
5 we have.
6?
It's the 5 we have now.
Bloss.
Bloss.
Well, that's it.
Oh yeah, we're not counting Yariel. Yeah,
That's it.
Oh boy.
Bastardo wasn't on the 40 man. I don't think. Nope,
He
he
is.
wasn't.
He is.
I have him on here.
He is,
What?
but he's 60 day.
Oh, never mind. I'm looking
He's
at the
on,
wrong
but he
thing.
isn't. It's like, yeah. What
Yeah, that's not pretty.
no, not really.
Roden is
Easton
not on the
Lucas is a
40
starter,
man.
isn't he?
I don't
Adam
think so.
Mako's a starter?
Well, he's not healthy.
Mako's hurt.
Oh, right. Oh, isn't Lucas also hurt?
There's somebody else that's hurt.
Lucas is healthy. You know that.
Yeah, that's not pretty.
No, not great. But hey,
I don't know, man. It's not fantastic.
No, yeah, you know.
I'm just looking like
Ryan Burr didn't make this team. Wasn't he like
hurt.
kind of good
IL.
last year?
He's hurt.
He's on the IL. Pop's on the IL, and
Oh.
Swanson.
Yeah, he's hurt.
I think Swanson. I think Pop and Burr out kind of long. So
I know they're
Tommy
longer
Nance.
than
Tommy Nance is out of options, so he's getting DFA'd.
Timmy Jim.
That's probably what it is.
Timmy Jim Nance.
But there's 3 guys.
Yep, for sure.
Yeah, you said what?
Okay,
Wait,
there's
Roden,
more to
Straw,
happen here.
and
Yeah.
who's the fucking third one? I keep forgetting Roden, Straw, and that we have to add.
Is Barnes, maybe? Did I say Barnes anywhere?
Yeah, Barnes is not on the 40 man
Yeah.
either.
No.
So
Bastardo comes off.
no, Bastardo's already off.
Bastardo's already off. But I see him
It's-
on here. It's just IL.
Nance is off, so that's one.
Nance is leaving. You could
Um,
realistically take Pop off because he's not really useful anyways.
You could probably you could 60
You can't.
off.
He's on the IL.
Then
I
you
don't
can
know.
IL
60
him.
damn.
I don't think you could 60 day him. And then
You could.
Nick Robertson,
Josh Walker?
Josh Walker.
I feel like Nick Robertson before Josh Walker.
Yeah,
Brother, I don't know who either of them are. Sure.
No, I know they picked up Josh Walker this year.
yeah. They made a post.
Didn't they pick up Nick Robertson this year?
Maybe.
I think he was.
That
I think
sounds
Nick
right.
Robertson was like a waiver claim at the end of last year. And
Yeah, I don't know.
Mhm.
Because
He
like
pitched
position
one
player
game with us
wise,
last year.
we have a lot of
Position-wise.
guys. Position player wise,
Let's get to brass tacks here.
there's a lot of outfielders,
Yeah,
especially if we're considering David Schneider an outfielder.
yeah. Santander, Straw, Lucas, Springer, Roden, Davis.
That's crazy.
That's a lot, dude.
Loperfido
Yeah, and
didn't
then
make the team.
Loperfido didn't make the
Still
team.
on the 40 man, you got Clase Loperfido and Baroa.
And
Uh-huh.
Barger to play outfield.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like-
Barger's list as an infielder though.
Well, yeah, but
that's insane.
Yeah, you might be right. There could be a trade coming.
There's 7 outfielders currently on this team, technically listed on that list. 7.
I don't know if I love keeping Barger in the minors.
I don't get it.
He was like one of your best fucking hitters in. Granted, it's spring training. He was
He's
arguably
not-
one of your best hitters in spring training.
He had the highest exit velocity of anyone in spring training.
Like
For the
The
team.
issue is though, where does he fit?
That's kind of what I was going to say. He doesn't play anywhere right now.
Like you kept Wagner and Roden on the roster because they're gonna play.
If you
That's the only reason you have them on the roster.
the only
Yeah.
like, and this is just off
And
the
you
top
can't
of my
fit
head,
Barger in there too.
the only way you make it work is if you play Roden in center and then you put like
Came down to Roden or Barger, I think.
Is
yeah
what they said.
yeah, and
Well, let's just do this. What's your guys' opening day lineup tomorrow?
okay, I just based off
We can
of
do
spring
batting
training-
order. Do you want to do batting order, or you want to just do positions?
I mean, we
I
could-
have a question before
could
we
do-
get into this.
They face a righty. It's Zach Eflin, same guy they faced last year opening.
Okay. My other question, is it what I want to do or what we think John Schneider's going to do?
Probably what John Schneider would do.
We can do both. I think we can collectively figure out what John Schneider's going
I
to do.
think he leads Bo off.
Bo's going to lead off. Vlad's going to hit 2. Santander's going to hit 3. Springer's going to hit 4.
Let's just go. Let's go positions.
Okay.
Catcher
I
is
think that's easier. Yes.
That's a lock.
first base.
Vlad is first base.
Jimenez is second.
Bo's at short. Those are locks.
Third base.
It's a righty.
Right field. George Springer.
Hold on. It's a righty at
Righty on the mound.
Will Wagner's going to play third.
Maybe
I
maybe
think
he
I,
DHs.
Oh,
I
no.
think I think it's do you are is bleh. I think a question is Roden opening is you have Alan Roden on opening day.
Yes.
Is Roden a lefty or a righty?
Roden's a lefty, so I think
Yes.
you probably put him in left field and you DH Santander.
You DH Santander. I
And
don't.
then your
So Straw is playing center.
Straw is playing center probably. Like what happened to you loving Miles Straw? What is this
Dude, I
face?
love everyone. How did we get here?
That's what happens when Dalton Varsho isn't on the team to start the year.
Christ.
Okay, I think Straw is in center.
Yeah.
Springer's in right.
Yeah.
Which you could make the argument not to do that.
He fucking can we
You can make a huge argument for it, but they're not going to do it.
yeah,
He's going to hit 4.
Roden, I'm not putting him in center opening day.
No, so it's got to be Straw.
It's gotta be Straw.
Yeah. Unless it's Lucas.
Or unless it's George.
Unless it's Lucas and you get
Dude,
get the
if
lefties
George
in
Springer
there.
has to
Thought
play
about
center
Lucas.
field at 38 years old or however the fuck old he looks.
Does
Like,
Nathan Lucas make the starting lineup on opening day?
I mean,
He could. He's the lefty. Straw's a righty, is he not?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, let's do that.
Yeah,
Springer
we-
in center,
The
Lucas
lefty-
in right.
No, you'd go the other way.
You would go the other way. You'd put
Lucas
in
in
center?
center.
Yeah, Lucas played a bunch of center last year. I'm pretty sure he does.
Did he?
Yeah, and that would
Oh.
mean that
I
you
think
have-
I'd go Straw. I'd give him the chance after the spring training he had and the fact that you know what defense he can play and speed.
So if you have Straw in the lineup, that's you have two
Yeah, either way,
lefties and a switch.
Either way, we've agreed it's either Straw or
Lucas.
Lucas in center.
And are we like 100% it's going to be Will Wagner over Ernie?
I am.
I am.
Okay. I am too. I saw Will Wagner make one play
For
at
game
third
one.
base and I'm like,
He's the guy.
That's
He's
the
the
guy.
guy.
That's
Yeah.
the guy. Like,
So then we go to the lineup here.
it again. The top three is kind of set. It's Bo,
Is
Vlad,
it though?
Bo, Vlad, Tony. That
Is
like,
it though?
at least
I
Vlad
think
and Tony
in
is
John
2-3.
Schneider's mind, 2-3 is locked.
2-3
That
is
not
2-3
going
is
anywhere.
locked.
For
I'm
all
saying,
the
is
third
it though to
reasons.
Bo?
And
I
if
don't.
Miles
He's also
Straw
said
or
Bo could
Nathan
hit
Lucas in
4.
the lineup, 9. Like, they're 9.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm terrified.
I hate to say this.
Anderson Jimenez is going to hit cleanoff.
No, I think George Springer's locked in a cleanup. I hate it. I don't think it's right. And it would not be my lineup, but I think he's locked in at cleanup.
There world you put
I
Kirk.
don't think he's locked in anywhere.
I think he's locked in right now.
I think you put Kirk. I would do Kirk or Jimenez over fucking Springer,
Mhm.
man. Even though
No, I would-
Jimenez
It's not
is
going
the
to be
least,
Kirk. It's not going to be
the
Kirk
least
because they want
four-hitter.
Jimenez ahead of Kirk.
Yeah.
I think they would, personally, I would probably lead off Wags. Then I would go Bo, Vlad, Tony, Jimenez.
And then Kirk.
Yes,
And then-
but that's not going to happen. So
Yeah, no.
what I think you could do, what I think realistically,
Mhm.
I think they're going to go probably Bo, Vlad,
Mhm.
Tony.
Tony.
I think it's probably going to be Jimenez.
Jimenez,
I would go Jimenez over Springer.
Jimenez was cleaning up the last few games that they played. Like,
I think it's going to be Jimenez, Kirk,
Okay. It's
then
crazy.
George,
then Wagner,
then George,
then George.
then Roden, then Straw or Lucas.
Oh shit, there's way too many lefties here.
There's so many. I think that's why you go Straw.
It's good though.
You probably,
We're going against the righty.
probably go Straw. Like,
Yeah. And then George, Roden, and I'd go Straw 9. Hear me out here. You can kind of run an old school lineup, but you've just shifted your one hitter to your 9 hitter. Straw's not your
Because then you've
prototypical
got
one
Bo
hitter,
as your 2
but he
type
can
of thing.
play like your small ball type, get on base. If he hits the way he did anywhere near what he did in spring, he can kind of serve as that one hitter guy. And then you go Bo essentially 2, and it only matters in the first inning.
If in your scenario here, say Jimenez is hitting 4, who revitalized their career as a hitter more this spring training? Jimenez or Straw?
Jimenez.
Straw.
I'm leaning towards Jimenez. Because that guy came in as like, well, he's probably not going to hit very well, but he's an elite defender. And now all of a sudden it's like
Opening day
Jimenez at
cleanup.
4.
No.
Does that say
Yeah, I
more
think you're
about
looking at this wrong
him or the
because
team?
no, I think it's more the team, and I think you would go Kirk, but they've pretty well committed. They want him and his speed in front of Kirk.
Yeah, well, that
So
makes sense.
I don't think it's necessarily a huge trust in Jimenez. I think it's a need for that type of
We could
change.
do that. We could do that anywhere. It doesn't have to necessarily be 4.
Okay, then who hits 4?
I had it set up to have him hit 5 before. I just think you change your leadoff guy and slide everyone else down a slot,
Again.
but
Yeah, but that's not happening.
If
no, which is crazy.
George Springer just wasn't out and out shit in spring training,
Then him at 4 would be fantastic.
him at 4, fucking him at 1 again. Like,
Yeah, I don't love it, but yeah.
I like it,
But then
him-
and then you slide everyone
the
down.
top 4 figures itself out so much more if George is like competent.
Do you want? So I'm
Mhm.
going to slide my hot take in here because we've mentioned him quite a bit.
He's gonna get benched
Okay.
or DFA'd.
George Springer's going to hit 20 this year.
Are we?
Is that hot?
That's hot.
Have we reached the point yet
Did
where
he not
that's
hit-
hot?
I feel like he hit 20 last year.
He did not. I don't think he did. I looked this up the other day. I was just going to
don't
look
think
it up
he's
again.
been close to 20 since that injury
He got
year.
19 last year.
Oh, there you go.
That-
He
I
had
guess.
21 the year before.
Okay.
you gotta go.
25.
You gotta go 20. Yeah.
I feel like but I feel
30.
like with the feeling around George Springer, that is
Is that he hit 7
that is
homers
wrong.
last
Yeah,
year.
that's what
Yeah.
I felt he hit. I thought he was like 12.
No.
Okay, 25. I don't think he's getting 30.
I was talking to Cube earlier about this. And I said, you know what? If George can give you like an average year, like 20 to 25 homers and hit 230 to 240, then that's huge. George Springer last year had 19 and hit 220. Like, that's not that much different than what he did last year. Yeah, that's good.
Well, he also had a 3-on-3 on base. Like, can he do more for like a little bit?
Yeah, that's
I'll take a
terrible.
303 on base, hitting 220. That's an 80
Just
point gap in on base percentage. That's pretty
It's
good.
okay. It's obviously two completely separate people, but Anthony Santander's on base percentage is only like 2 points higher than George Springer's. One of them hit
yeah, but his
45 home
home runs are
runs,
20
and the other
higher,
one
and
hit
that's all I care
19.
about.
I was gonna say the average and on base aren't that far apart when it comes to those two. It's just the
Yeah.
slugging.
Um, give me better than league average OPS plus here. You had a 92 last year and a 102 the year before.
God, what does that say about the league that he's only 8 points worse than average, and we thought he
The
was shit.
pitching is really good.
True. He was a one. Where did that go? It disappeared.
102 last
132 the year before.
He was a 102.
If we can get him in the 115 range,
Get him at
I think
110.
that's where you want to sit.
Give me 108.
I mean, 108 and a half.
That's my like. I don't know if it's a
I
fear.
honestly, I would take George at like 101 or 100.
I
I
don't know.
think
Honestly
you
consider it
kind
a
of
fear, but
you
like,
mentioned it in Nate's thing. Sorry, I cut you off there.
no, you're good.
You mentioned it when you were trying to guess Nate's hot take there about George being DFA'd. I don't think there's a world where George ever gets DFA'd.
I don't.
Even if he's bad.
There's a.
I don't think there's a world.
I need there to at least be a world where he gets benched because he's not playing well.
I don't know if there is.
Like,
They
I don't
love
think
the
that
guy.
happens.
They love the guy. The
Yeah,
man,
but
they love
that's
George Springer,
no,
the
but
man.
that's the thing. Is you get to a point where you can't just deal with that anymore, and
You
you're not
can if
going
we're
to bench
bad.
him. What?
You can if we're
Yes,
bad.
yes.
I think,
But that's not the world we're talking about
this is like
because this team has to succeed,
Mm.
and I think they're going to push all their chips in.
like
And I could see George getting DFA'd because I don't think he gets benched. You don't bench a guy like that
Brant.
because then
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
if it's
he's
more
gonna sour real quick.
if it's more 2024, the first like
Mhm.
month and a half to 2 months,
Mm.
like you
I don't know. I
gotta.
think you then shelter him more than you do DFA him. I think he's very well liked among pretty much everyone in that clubhouse, including management, and they spent a lot of money on him.
That's
I
what I'm saying.
don't see a
If you
world where he
start
gets
like
DFA.
2024 where
Mhm.
you're basically out of it by the end of May, he's not getting DFA because there's no point.
Yeah, but if it's more of a like, I'm trying to think of the year, like a 23 start where you're actually like not
In it.
not ridiculously out in front, but if you're in it and he's just a complete and he's a black hole
Mhm.
I think
this year,
Alan
especially.
Roden or Anthony Santander is your everyday right fielder.
If
Cody
he's a
Barger.
black hole, are we competing to that level?
I
I think there's enough guys like
There's
if
Bo, a resurgent from Bo. Vlad's gonna we think he's winning MVP. If Anthony Santander does anything like he did last year, like
Yeah.
you've got what you assume is a decent power threat in Varsho. The average is never going to be there.
Yeah.
you have a
Jimenez being league average, the two of them being league average bats with their defense is amazing.
Mhm.
And I think the upside of Roden and Wagner, you have a lot of room and a lot of potential there
Okay.
to make
I'm
up
kind
for
of think
George.
I don't know if I'm just still in the mindset from the last few years, but like I feel like George Springer has to contribute for this team to really go.
If he's getting every day at bats, he does.
mhm.
And I
But
think he will be for at least a month or two.
yes, I
Yeah,
agree
like
100%.
that's yeah. But this time, if
I
he's
think it's
still
a month
bad,
for sure.
if he's bad come June,
Then
and the
No,
Jays are still relatively in it.
I think it's like mid-May if he's bad.
Yeah, and if the Jays are relatively in it, if they're like 4 or 5 games out of a wild card or a playoff spot, like, and he's just shit, like, because this is the year
it's
of any year that I'm like, fuck with the bad people, like, get out. Like, I don't need
yeah.
any
Is
of that.
he it's next year that he's a free agent, right?
Yeah,
No, he's got next year.
he's got next year. He's got this year
Like
and
after
next year.
sorry, after next year is what
After
Yeah.
26, he's gone.
um if I'm gonna put a
Percentage.
spin of positivity on this thing here,
That is your thing this year.
last season, George hit 415, 510, and 707 in spring training. Like he hit the shit out of the ball. He had 3 homers. I'm like, this guy might be back. And he was dog shit. in the regular season. So maybe him being dog shit in spring training is just a sign of him just getting warmed up, and now he's going to be ready to go for the regular season.
He
That's what
batted
I'm
under
hoping for.
100 for the spring, I think.
108.
George Springer extra base hit tomorrow. Book
George
it.
Springer tank
I was gonna say tank, but I could also see a rope cap double.
off the wall.
Just a nice double off the wall. It's Zach Eflin. I think George did go deep off him last year on opening day. So
He did. So did
Yeah.
Cav.
Official Kansas City Royal Kevin
Yeah.
Biggio he broke camp with the
Crazy.
fucking team.
We might have to
Crazy.
revisit our division picks here.
What was I gonna say? No, George Springer also hit his first homer of spring like the other day. So like maybe he's peaking at the right time.
No, wait, that was his first one.
Yeah, that was his only
I feel
one
like
this year.
he's hit, I feel like
He only had one.
2 this spring.
No, he had one. That was it.
No way.
So like he's peaking at the right time. This is where he comes in hot. I don't know. That's what I'm gonna say for this and hope that it works.
He batted 108 this spring. Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
well, they are established.
Jesus.
It is what it is.
Like
Spring training means nothing for a guy like him. Spring training means everything for Andres Jimenez, but it means nothing for George Springer.
Yeah. Means everything for Andres Jimenez and all
And Miles Straw
and Addison Barger.
and Chris Bassett. Hello.
All and Max Scherzer.
Max Scherzer.
I don't
Yeah,
think
Max Scherzer's the
spring
GOAT.
training means anything for Chris Bassett or Max
He had a
Scherzer.
1.4. He
Yeah, but it
was
doesn't
so
mean anything.
nasty.
Also,
That's just what he's going to be this year.
we'll just quickly get this out of the way. Shout out Max Scherzer. He's the number 3 starter officially.
This is so stupid.
Crazy.
He's officially because they announced literally on the Jays Twitter was like, hey, if you want to go see Mad Max's debut Saturday, and I'm like, oh, we're doing that, okay. So I'm guessing that makes Bassett 4, Francis 5, like. But
Osmond
It's
2.
stupid.
I guess.
Osmond 2, like,
It's stupid.
what you think Scherzer's the out and out 5 is Scherzer, or you think he's like the 2?
Oh, I think you let
He's
Max
the
pitch
4.
against the Nats.
I don't think Max
that's
gives a fuck about the Nats at this point.
Wait,
I don't
does
think
it
Max
not?
does either.
Does it not like balance? No, it doesn't because it's a 4-game series. Shit.
He's got 9 different former teams. Who
And
cares?
5 of them are still playing.
This is true.
Like, it's
This
not
is
like it's
true.
this. He was there a fair amount of time, but it's not like he was
He's
there
going
for his
in.
whole career.
He's going into the hall wearing a
A Nats hat,
Nationals.
probably, yeah.
Or Tigers.
Nah, Nats because he
No.
won majority. Of
He's got the World Series there, I guess.
got the World
Probably a
Series and
Dodgers hat.
Couple Cy Youngs.
Wasn't his no hitter and 20K game with the Nats?
Yeah.
And
Andy
Cy
Didn't he throw a
Young?
no? Didn't he throw a no hitter with the Tigers? Or am I thinking of Verlander? I think I'm thinking
I
of
think I'm
Verlander.
Verlander.
I think I
Against
might be
us.
wrong on those.
Yeah.
I don't. He's probably going to go in with a Rangers hat.
Sure.
Well, when he wins the World Series this year and a Cy Young, he's probably going to go in as a Blue Jay.
You're disgusting. You're disgusting. You know what else is
Okay.
not? I was going to say disgusting, but like in a good way. Alejandro Kirk got extended 5 years.
I love it so
Like-
much.
There's a lot of people shitting on this, and I don't get it.
Oh,
It's 5
I
years.
Like I listened to Blair and Barker,
Thank you.
Uh,
I doubt they have such a hypocritical take on this.
and Barker is hating on it, but they're talking about like he's like, well, he hasn't proven he can do it, or blah blah blah. But everyone in this fan base has bitched about not signing our young players, so now they do it with
Kevin Barker.
probably a top 5 overall catcher in baseball, if not top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like the defense he brings, I think you could argue he's probably top 5.
Kevin Barker's never had a good take in his life. That guy's an idiot.
He bats a couple.
Like, he what?
He bats a couple of decent ones
No.
around sometimes.
No, he just swings and misses, just like his
Broken
fucking
clock
playing
is
career.
right
He's
twice
useless.
a day or some shit.
Like, I've never seen
Did
a
you
worse
know-
player talk about baseball so much.
Did you know he had 60 grade speed?
In what world?
He's drafted as center fielder.
I can't stand listening to that guy talk, man.
So
I
It's
just
bad.
try and listen to as much Jay stuff as I can.
Right.
fair. How many years of Alejandro Kirk's did it buy out free
I
agency?
think 2,
Okay, it's 2.
I think. But like,
He was ARB 3 status.
It's literally
after-
half, almost half of fucking Cal Rowley's deal.
Raleigh.
that's what I was gonna say.
It is literally
It's incredible.
It is almost literally half.
Yeah.
And he's getting at most 12 million a year.
And he's not the catcher or hitter Cal Raleigh is, I don't think. Like Cal Raleigh is a
No.
better player.
Yeah.
And I think Cal
Well,
Raleigh
But not
has
double.
more service time.
Not double the player.
But no, I think this is a very fair deal. It's not going to
Mhm.
sink you.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you end up in a world again where we somehow have more catching depth, because we do not now, but you end up in a world where you've got like Jano and a Kirk situation, I think you're in a good spot with
Oh,
It's not a bad deal to bury.
to answer the question, I think they buy out 4 years of his free agency
the four.
because in 2026 he was going to be ARB3, and that's the first year of the contract, and then for 27 through 30 it's 12.3 million each year. So buying out 4 years at 50 million for Andrew Kirk.
There's a world where
I
it
like it.
backfires and blows up in your face.
Yeah.
But
But you
I've
gotta
never-
make these kind of moves.
I've never been a big Kirk supporter, and I'm on board with this. I think that should just say everything we need to say here.
Yeah, same here.
yeah,
Like,
Do not like Alejandro Kirk.
we're not a Kirk podcast, and we're saying it's a great deal.
for sure.
That says enough.
Like
I miss Jano though.
I do too, and he's gonna fucking rake in Tampa. Like,
He's gonna hit
He's
so
gonna
many
hurt
balls
and
in that
play less
stupid
than a
little.
quarter of the game.
Sure.
There isn't a corner, bro.
Did they
there's
get rid of it?
corner. Steinbrenner Field.
Oh, you're right. I keep doing this.
Which is Yankee Stadium.
Oh, then he's gonna hit fucking 11,000 nukes because it's a minor league thing.
It's Yankee Stadium. The dimensions are exactly the same.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. It's useless then. Is there anything else from the roster that we kind of missed? I don't think so. Right?
Another instance of Don Mattingly need to be set to the sun, like because Addison Barger, as we've talked about, tore the fucking cover off the ball this spring, and according to Arden Zwelling today, the Blue Jays asked Addison Barger to make some adjustments last year that were not advantageous to him, and he hated them. He was fighting against his natural muscle memory where he was comfortable at the plate. And this season, he talked to Lou and Mary Popkins about it, and they told him to go back to what you're comfortable with and what got you to the majors. And he did that in spring training. Don Mattingly needs to be set into the sun.
Who's Lou?
That's a great
Don't know.
question.
Okay.
Lou was probably like I don't know. Somebody.
Yeah, that's
But like, man,
Don Mattingly's so bad at his job.
the 2024 Blue Jays, I'm just blaming entirely on Don Mattingly and like some other random shit, even though it's not like 100% his fault. I'm blaming that on Don Mattingly. Like,
The stink just follows Don Mattingly everywhere he goes. Like it's everywhere he's been the last like 6-7 years. It's just been bad.
He had some
Here
good
we
years
are
with the
again.
Dodgers, did he not?
Yeah.
Early in that
And once
run?
he left the Dodgers, and they had
Oh,
like
you're saying
one miracle
post-Dodgers.
season with the Marlins. Yeah. Well, one miracle season with the
what was
Marlins where he
COVID
was the
year?
manager.
Does that really count? Like,
I don't know. And then like they stunk after that. I don't even think they hit well in that season. Like it's
I
just
mean-
I
and then
don't
in
know.
Skip
It's-
Schumacher's first year with the
Okay.
Marlins, they went to the playoffs.
to be fair,
to be fair.
look at that team Don Mattingly inherited with the Marlins, though.
It's bad, I know, but it's like I
he
remember
was
seeing
there.
somewhere like he
was
made
there
every
for
team worse.
Hernandez year, was he not?
I believe.
And then the entire teardown. It's like,
Yeah,
what's he supposed to do with that?
yeah, yeah. Well, he tore this one down too, apparently. I don't know. I just don't like the way he.
Wouldn't be
does
surprised if they were
things.
trying to do the same thing with Davis. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
Davis looked pretty good in the spring too. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Davis looked like he'd never played baseball last year.
oh my god, it was bad.
Davis made the team. Did we say that?
Davis made the team. We did say that, but casually, and we all
Okay.
thought he had no fucking shot.
That's another guy at spring training helped him out a hell of a lot.
Probably beat out Joey Loperfido, or at least Leo Jimenez, one of the two.
I don't
like-
think Leo ever had a shot.
I think Joey Loperfido beat himself out, running into the wall head first.
Wait, like physically beat himself
Physically
Yeah.
beat out.
out. Leo might have played one game with the major league roster. I think. I don't think I ever saw him have a chance.
Which again is why, like,
It's fine.
I think if obviously, as much as this sucks for Leo, I think he's in a holding pattern for one more year. And if worse comes to worse, you're the shortstop next year,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah.
Like,
And if not, see you later. Well, it's been nice having you.
yeah.
Yeah.
You and your hit by pitches every 2 minutes.
Oh my god, it's incredible. It's my favorite thing in baseball.
God, Anthony Rizzo levels of hit. Like
Mhm.
it is
bad.
ridiculous.
Are we carrying on to the rest of the league?
Is there anything else Jays related that we have?
Not currently.
don't
If we
think
hold
so.
out long enough, we might get some news, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I was today years old when I learned Alex Verdugo went to the Braves.
Yeah, it was super
The
under the radar
the
because
Braves have had a really like underrated kind of sneaky offseason. I still
Yeah.
don't love their rotation. I understand the upside.
Mhm.
Don't love it personally, but I think they could be pretty good. I like this addition for them.
yeah, it was funny because it came like a day after Alex Verdugo was like, yeah, no one, I don't have an offer for anything from anybody. Like, and then the Braves gave him $1.5 million and immediately sent him to AAA. So,
It's crazy.
again, I don't think Alex Verdugo is great. I don't think, but I also don't think
I think he's a
like,
major league player.
he's a major league player.
I think he's a starter on a good team,
Yeah.
like bottom of the order
He was a
bat.
starter on a World Series team
Yeah.
last year.
That's what I mean.
Granted, a very flawed World Series team, but
He wasn't the biggest flaw of that team, I don't think.
no.
Like,
Like you're
Wow.
gonna run out Michael Harris, Jerkson Profar, and him to start the year. Like you take that, I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
I think
Tell
Cunha's
me,
out
bro.
till May, right?
I think so, yeah.
So what's the timeline for Verdugo?
He's in the minors, so I don't think
Like you're thinking you're gonna bring him up mid-April? Fill a
It's
slot?
the Braves. Injuries fucking happen to them like
Yeah, you're right.
blowing in the wind.
You're
Like,
I think you give him like a week in the minors, if that, and he's up.
Okay.
yeah.
Kyle Gibson back to Baltimore?
That old man rotation gets older.
Yep.
Like,
That's the jolt they needed.
I don't
Jesus.
mind Gibson, the pitcher. It's just funny that he went to the Orioles because they have probably the oldest rotation in baseball, I feel like.
They should have just got Patrick Corbin.
Lance Lynn.
Well, just,
Where did Patrick Corbin go? Texas?
Texas.
Texas.
That makes sense. The worst pitcher in the league with Jack Leiter and Kumar Rocker. That's fun.
I don't think
Right?
he had the rotation. So
Yeah, I don't think
Is
he
it-
was ready.
he didn't make the rotation.
No?
The,
Okay.
the Texas Rangers rotation is DeGrom, Leiter, Rocker, Molly, and Evaldi.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Throw him in there. Maybe he'll be a good pen arm.
He's made 30 starts for like 7 consecutive years,
It's insane.
other than
He's not
Go
good
Leiter.
in the start.
7 ERA in those starts.
Like,
The stat, I forget what the stat was. He's made like, well, I think last year was 4 consecutive years with 30 starts and an ERA like over 5.
Is he
And
not like
nobody else has done that. And I think Bobby Witt is the only one. It was either 3 or 4 seasons.
I mean, with senior.
Bobby Witt is the only one who's ever done that, done like either the 3 or 4 seasons in an entire career.
Yeah. 4 straight years for Patrick Corbin. 2021, 31 starts, 5.82. 2022, 31 starts, 6.31. 2023, 32 starts, 5.20. And then last year, 32 starts, 5.62.
Is he not like the worst qualified starter since 2020? I'm pretty sure.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I think that's what the stat was. He's not good.
Like,
It's great that he makes those. I think if they turn him into a pen arm, it could be interesting. Maybe that's all you needed. You just needed to finish your year as a middle.
That guy
I
gave
don't
his
know.
soul for a World Series.
Oh yeah, Tation did.
Steven Strasburg gave his arm. This guy
Yep.
gave his soul.
And
Oh
Anthony
yeah.
Rendon gave his ability to be
Joy.
a regular human being.
His joy.
His joy.
Give away his joy. Who are the
Once-
other pitchers in that rotation? Was it Gio? It
Scherzer.
wasn't Gio
Anibal
Gonzalez, was it?
Sanchez.
I think it was Anibal
That sounds
Sanchez.
right.
Yeah.
That sounds right. Did he ever? He never did anything else after that either.
I think
Dude,
he
that was also
retired.
that was the
Eric
oldest
Fetty had a start in that run. Am I wrong?
team- maybe. They were also the oldest team in baseball at that point. So like
Yeah. Howie
They had,
Kendrick was
like,
on that
Howie
team.
Kendrick and Gerardo Parra.
Jan Gomes, I believe.
Adam Eaton, Howie Kendrick.
This team won the World Series, eh?
Yeah. Well, Juan Soto.
That's so crazy.
A lot of things can happen.
Juan Soto
so
and
crazy.
Anthony Rendon being like one of the best players in baseball that year. Like
Yeah.
That'll do it.
Was that
Weird to
2019 or 20?
That was
2019.
19.
Weird thing to say, I'll admit, but Jordan Montgomery getting Tommy John, is that best case scenario for both sides?
I mean, it's a second
Like-
Tommy John, so it's not great for him.
No,
Like-
I guess that's gonna not do well for the future contract, but they don't have to watch you play and you don't have to play for them and you still get paid.
The obvious
Pretty good.
funny story, which is obviously not true, is when maybe like a day after the Diamondbacks announced Brandon Pfaadt was the fifth starter, Jordan Montgomery got Tommy John. It's like, all right, I'm not starting. All right, fuck off. I'm done.
Done.
I'm out.
Do you guys
Pops his own elbow.
want? So you did get the rotation
Who?
Texas?
for the Nats.
Oh, for the Nats.
I'm
we did?
pulling it up here on the World Series team.
Fetty was the 5, right?
By war.
Okay.
Strasburg 5-7, Scherzer 5-3, Corbin 5-1,
Wow.
Sanchez 3-2. Fetty made 12 starts.
Okay. And he got a playoff start for some reason. I forget what the situation was, but
This
crazy.
bullpen, wild. They had Fernando Rodney at one point. They had Daniel
What's the guy that
Hudson,
Daniel Hudson?
Doolittle, Tanner Rainey.
Not to be confused with Tanner Roark, Blue Jays.
What a
legend.
team.
Tanner Scott.
Can you,
George reliever.
do you think we can name their starting lineup
In the World
Jan-
Series game or just in general?
in general?
Jan Gomes caught.
Yes.
Zimmerman
First base
played
was
first.
Zim.
Only
first base
52 games.
Was Howie Kendrick first base?
No, how he played too.
Nope. Howie Kendrick played 121 games, but he's listed as an infielder on their bench.
Okay.
Okay.
So was Zimmerman.
Ooh. Third base as Drupal Cabrera.
Nope.
No.
Second base is Drupal Cabrera.
Second base as Drupal Cabrera or something like
No.
Shortstop
As
is
Drupal
Drupal Cabrera was on
Cabrera
that
played 38 games.
Oh my
Rendon
God.
was third base.
Oh my
Yes.
God, I'm stupid.
Yeah.
Shortstop was Trey Turner.
Trace Everett.
Yep.
Center field was Victor Robles.
Michael A. Taylor.
Uh,
We're both
Taylor
kinda right.
played 53 games.
It's like
Bench.
Robles.
Who do you say? Robles? Yeah, center field.
Okay.
He didn't play in the playoffs though.
Was Juan Soto left field or right field?
Left. You
That's
already
right.
named the right fielder too earlier.
Adam Meaton?
Yep.
Okay.
Jason Worth.
No, so you're missing the first baseman and second baseman.
First baseman.
Daniel Murphy.
No.
I feel like that's like relatively around that time though.
Yeah.
I will tell you, the first baseman had played 111 games and the second baseman played 135 games.
Okay, so they
I did not know either one of these players was on this team.
So they were everyday people. Okay.
Wow.
They
Watched
both
so
had
much of this.
decent MLB careers.
And it's not Ryan Zimmerman or Drupal Cabrera. Okay.
No.
Oh no.
What?
And it's not Howie Kendrick. Who the fuck
Was
is this?
was Zim
They
hurt
both
that
hit 20
year?
bombs and both drove in 50 and 56 respectively.
This wasn't Eric Thames' year, right?
No.
Okay. I do know
Was Zimmerman hurt that year? Because I swear to God, he
He-
played in the playoffs.
He must have been.
he
he-
played in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure, but I don't
Yeah.
think he played. during
He
the-
was he was
Fuck.
pretty done at that point, I think.
It was his last year, I'm pretty sure.
Why is my
Who
name?
the fuck?
I keep saying Kurt Suzuki, but Kurt Suzuki only caught, and I don't even think he was on that team.
Okay, you're probably gonna think of the first baseman. I guess you could think of as a national. I think I'm like Cardinal. I think
The second baseman's a Cardinal.
Oh, Matt Adams.
first baseman. Yeah,
Oh, fucking Matt Adams.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
the second baseman I think of as a twin, and I did not know he
Oh, Brian
played.
Brian Dozier. I knew both of these.
I did
That's-
not know either of those.
Fuck.
That's so dumb. That team won a World Series.
How do I avoid this sun here?
Recently.
team- Wasn't that also the Houston Astros team that had like Jordan and Springer and Tucker and all those fuckers and Brantley?
No Tucker.
And Brantley, and no, they would have had Tucker because that was Vlad's rookie year, and they're
Was Tucker that old?
Yeah. Well, Tucker's a free agent after this year, so
Oh, yeah.
it was Vlad.
That checks out.
I'm
think.
pulling this up. Oh my god, this is
they would have had Breggy, they would have had Altuve, they would have had
Okay.
Correa.
Springer, Correa.
the 19 Astros had like Altuve, Correa, Bregman, Brantley, Springer, Reddick, Alvarez, Kyle Tucker did play that year.
They got
Verlander,
beat by the power of friendship and the baby shark, for fuck's
Yeah,
sake. That was
Verlander,
incredible.
Greinke, Cole, like
who's the guy that just signed with Baltimore? The old guy.
Wade
Still out
Miley?
there?
Something. The
No,
old guy.
Morton.
Oh, was
Was
he
Morton
there?
back?
Mm-mm. Morton was in.
He was
Morton was
gone by then?
17.
Left.
Morton was 17.
Okay.
There was Colin McHugh, Roberto Osuna.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Um,
yeah. Okay, moving on.
okay, we've gone on a wild tangent here.
We
Connor,
got yes.
please explain to me why your team does not have elbows.
Oh my god. So yes, Drew Thorpe is getting Tommy John. Drew Thorpe, you might remember as the main guy in the Dylan Cease trade. He is now the count 'em sixth Chicago White Sox pitcher to have to get Tommy John in the last month.
Wasn't he supposed to? Who was supposed to start opening day?
Not
Bobby
him.
left arm Luke?
Sean. It was, I think it's Sean
Martin
Burke.
Perez.
It's Sean Burke. Actually, it's not even Martin Perez. It's Sean Burke.
Wasn't Sean Burke a goalie?
Good
He
old
might be.
Tungsten Arm O'Doyle.
Pretty much, man.
Starting
Tungsten
for
Harmo
the
Doyle
fucking-
is the starting pitcher for the Chicago White Sox on opening day.
Mark Fidret's back from the dead to pitch for the fucking
Okay,
White
like
Sox. This is
realistically,
crazy.
we're worried about Jake Bloss being our six, and Jake Bloss would be their ace.
Jake Bloss would
Yep.
be their ace.
Yep. I'm sorry. That's a tough one.
Dude, and did you
That
hear
is
Luis Robert
so
today?
bad.
He got asked, like, did you think you were going to be on the team this year? He's like, honestly, no. It's like, why am I still? He basically like, I'm still here, I guess. Cool. Like,
Here we are.
Here we are.
Back at it again.
Back in the black and white pinstripes.
Yeah. Their over-under is like 54.5 this year. That is
Brother, hammer the fucking under.
under.
Hammer the under. Like,
Hit it with
They-
fucking Thor's
they might
hammer.
get-
That
they
thing
might
is
get to 50.
brutal.
They might get to 50.
That's generous, man.
Like,
We might have two teams this year set new records for losses.
I'm not gonna think.
I think the Marlins are that bad.
I think Sandy.
I do.
I think Sandy alone keeps them.
Sandy can get 15 on his own.
Yeah.
Did Crochet last year
No,
with Robert, with
you're right.
Eloy was there for part of the year.
Also, Robert, what is
Sandy
Sandy
done?
like last year?
It was Crochet. Did Crochet end up in like the Cy Young conversation?
Unfortunately,
I don't think
no.
he
Didn't
did,
have enough
right?
innings.
No.
He didn't have enough innings. And
Sandy
and I know
has
it doesn't
been.
matter, but his record, his win loss was like 6-13.
Yeah.
On the White Sox.
2022, Sandy had 14 wins. That's also his career high.
All
by
right.
What else we got
He
here?
did quickly mention the big dumper extension. Good for him. Tanner Bybee also got an extension. Good for him. I guess cool.
Nolan
Hey,
Jones
Jersey
and
Pod.
Tyler Friedman were on a call talking about how they both got traded and
And
realized they
didn't know
got
it was for-
traded for each other.
Didn't know it's for each other.
It's the best story of all time.
Also, Nolan Jones going back to Cleveland. Like
I didn't know Nolan Jones was in Cleveland.
he
They
was
didn't
one
like
of
his
their
News
swing
to
and
me.
miss.
he was one of their top prospects because they didn't like him because he swung and missed too much.
Well, welcome back.
And he went to Colorado, had a great 2023, shit 2024, and they're like,
Mhm.
all right, we'll take him back
Now's the time.
for Tyler Freeman.
Yeah,
Like,
that's wild.
and we have all right now
Jersey Pod.
We get to be Jersey Pod again. Let's go.
Okay, question first.
Yes.
Yes.
Are these new City Connects replacing old City Connects?
They replaced the
Yeah.
cherry.
So are
Because
the
you
old
have to
ones
retire.
allowed to stay though? Like, could they?
No, they got
As
they
far
got
as I'm
retired.
aware, yeah, they are replacing.
So,
the cherry
Is this
blossom.
just if you want a new City Connect, or does everyone have to get
No,
one? Like, obviously, not everyone has to
that
get
I
one.
don't know. I think it's the same type of deal as before. Like the Yankees didn't want one, so they didn't get one. But I think every team clearly wants one because it
Yeah.
makes you money.
But like, could you keep the current one if you want?
No,
As far as I'm
they get
aware-
retired after 6 years, is what they said. You can only have them.
It's that, or
Hmm.
like it's one of those like if you want to keep the cherry blossom permanently, get rid of one of your other
Get
ones.
rid of one of the other ones.
Yeah,
Kinda-
that's what I mean. So they could do that, right?
As far as
Probably.
I'm aware, but they didn't. So
No, nobody has yet.
nobody has yet. I wouldn't be.
Who do we
surprised
have
if,
this year?
someone like
San Fran, Washington, and
Houston.
Houston.
oh, yeah, Houston's cool.
I
Think-
do know they already announced a bunch of ones that are-
Chicago should be.
The White Sox are getting new ones. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I swear to God, if they don't keep the South Sides,
Those are their best jersey by
those
so
Southsides are
long.
their best ones.
By so
Like-
much. It's the only good thing about their team. And Luis Robert. Sorry. I don't want to disrespect
No,
No,
that's the only good thing about their team.
Luis Robert
like
this year was
I
not
like
good.
Robert.
Or last year was
Well, he
not
didn't
good.
play. He
He's
was
not
there
good.
for 10
Arizona,
minutes.
If I'm not mistaken, I think Arizona is also getting new ones. So
Um,
yeah, I'm trying to find
Surfing.
the list.
which one do you guys want to start with?
I think we should start with the one that's like actually
This is horrible.
technically.
I just want to say
What? Are you
this
looking at the
Giants one?
Oh,
It's horrible.
This is
I guess we're
this
starting with the Giants.
is MLB The Show 2025 Diamond Dynasty. Create your own jersey, and this is fucking terrible.
It's
This is the worst. Why
I
are there
think the
squiggly
Giants-
lines in the background?
cute.
Why is everything in like bubble ghost letter? Like it looks like it's
If
Ghostbusters.
of all
No.
the teams, the San Francisco Giants are the
Goosebumps.
first ones. The San Francisco Giants are the first team to go 0-2 in their City Connects.
You guys ever seen the Ghost pre-workout stuff?
Oh my god, it
That's
is.
That's
what it is.
exactly what that logo
That
is.
is exactly
what
what
it
it
is.
is. And it doesn't help like the orange. The orange is what fucking did it for me. With thinking it was like the ghost stuff. Like I don't. There's
Why? Why?
again. I literally. It's the font that's fucking it for me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I don't
Why are there
hate-
squiggly lines going
I
everywhere
don't-
too?
I think you can excuse the squiggly shit.
No.
Okay, the squiggly shit is not good, but it's outclassed in shittiness by the
It's gonna be like Baltimore, and there's gonna be like crazy colors on the inside.
I mean, it wouldn't surprise me.
Does it look like
This
it
is
though?
this is horrible. Like what? And there's purple. Why is there purple?
I
I
don't
feel
know,
like-
man.
I feel like our
Second
team-
second question.
Mhm.
Um, why is Jung Ho Lee the player you choose to?
That's
Do
kind of
this
what I
when
was
he
thinking.
didn't
Hey,
play
it
last
got
Well,
year?
it's not
leaked,
their
man.
it's not
Um,
their release. In fairness, it was
It got
leaked.
leaked.
Fair.
This
Okay.
is the leak,
Second part. Did he wear J.H. Lee on his jersey
He did.
last
I
year?
was also wondering
He
that.
did
Why?
last year.
Is there a Jay Lee?
Is there a Lee?
Is there a Lee?
I think there might have
They
been.
got Carlos Lee.
Like,
Lemont Wade. I don't
Can
know.
you just put an
Come on,
initial on
Wade
your,
Jr.
Can you just put an initial on your jersey if you want?
Well, I mean, Ha-Sung Kim was
B
doing that
Guerrero.
before
Who?
Ha-Sung Kim, guy
Okay.
on Padres.
He was
doing it.
HS Kim.
He was HS Kim.
I thought he was just
Okay.
Kim.
Okay, secondary question. Can you just put your full name on your back of your jersey now if you want? Like,
Okay, well, you can't
This
put
is pretty
Vladimir
close.
Guerrero on your back of your jersey.
why not? J.H. Lee.
It doesn't say Jung Ho. It just says JH.
Yeah, but it's pretty friggin' close.
Pretty much the
It's
same thing. You're only
5
missing
letters.
4 letters.
It's fine.
UNGO is all he's missing.
Brother, we don't want more people. If Christian Encarnacion Strand could get the Strand on his
imagine?
jersey,
Christian
they don't let him. That's the
Encarnacion.
thing. They don't let him have
Strand.
Strand on the back of the jersey. It's just
What?
Encarnacion.
Really?
It was like, dude, your name is too long. It hooks too
Yeah,
far.
they can't afford to sell jerseys with 42 letters on them.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
But if you got a short name, you can put your first name on there if you want.
Apparently.
Like someone like.
What about Bo? Could Bo put Bo Bichette?
Honestly, probably
Same amount of letters.
Again,
Less
it adds-
letters, actually, because they don't need to do the dot.
Yeah, because it adds like 2. It adds. That's the thing. It adds 2 letters. Like, I think it like.
I just don't get it.
Yeah.
These are bad.
Very bad.
These are the worst
Also,
ones
better
ever.
question. How far
Hey.
bad do they go? Black pants or white pants?
They better
Yellow.
go black pants with the
Orange.
squiggles.
Orange pants.
Orange and purple.
Yes.
Oh god, it will be like a no, it'll be
A
white pants.
fucking
It'll be
radiant
black-
orange and purple.
It will literally be black pants with like one side of like one stripe is purple on the side and the other side is the orange one. Like
It's just-
Like it's just it. Looking at it too, like there's
what the fuck are you
there's
doing?
way more orange than purple, which makes sense. I just don't get the purple, but like so above the Giants is orange,
yeah.
and about
Where-
70%, maybe 80%
Yeah.
of below
Granted,
the Giants is purple. But then there's random spots of orange underneath the purple.
yeah. Sorry.
The number,
ransom-
the number,
yeah.
just like in the top corner, has
Yeah.
like a little purple, and then the
I
rest
don't
of
know,
it's
man.
You're such an
Don't
idiot,
know,
man.
brother.
Frank, you're such an idiot. I hate you.
I figured I'd
Man,
give the
this man tweeted
podcast.
from our official Twitter, like, what's the difference? Corbett wants you to name the difference between these two pictures, and it's they put the Giants jersey and the ghost.
I'll send it to you, Nate,
It's
because
amazing.
it's the same fucking logo. I
It
can't.
is, man. It's bad. Like, it's very bad. Like,
Oh,
all
it
right,
is.
do we want to
And
talk about?
that's the same way the colors are too.
Yeah, that's why I chose that one. It's the same damn thing, man. It's crazy.
I think I found our thumbnail for the video.
It's the same font.
Oh man,
Why are the Giants so bad at this? Their first one
they're
sucked
the
too.
first team that's 0 for 2, and I think I
They're-
like their first ones more.
Oh well,
Yeah.
their first ones were at least like below average. This is
These
the
are-
worst jersey
Did
I have
we-
ever
Brady,
seen.
These
did
are
we
below
consider-
bad.
Did we consider the Giants' first ones the barometer of like mid, or was that? Or I feel like
Yes.
it was the Giants or the Dodgers, one of the two that we were just like that's the
Dodgers
barometer.
were
I
pretty
think
mid.
I think it was the Giants. The Giants were just boring.
Yeah.
I think they were slightly below average. This
Mhm.
is
So
there a
on-
worse jersey in baseball than this?
Okay. All right.
Not even City Connect.
Here's the
Just,
true
is there a
test.
worse jersey?
Here's the real thing, because we've named a whole episode after one of the other shittiest jerseys that we think. Is this worse than the Detroit Tigers City Connects?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay, so we have a new low in the City
It's
Connects. Like,
Yes.
is so
because
bad.
because they're
Detroit
the Motor
fans
City Kitties. And
love
I
it.
love that.
Detroit fans love their jerseys.
I think those
I don't know why.
jerseys, honestly, they've grown on me a little bit.
They'd be okay if Philly didn't come out with their jerseys 2 days before.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Phillies kind of blew this out of the water. But yeah, thank you, San Francisco Giants, for now having a new
Oh my
low for
God.
jerseys. Appreciate it.
That's so fun. I lost where I was here.
I'm glad we
Oh, there it
started
is.
here because Washingtons are gorgeous.
Washington, I want one. Like,
Yeah, I'm not that high on them as you
I
guys,
think,
but they are nice.
Washington's 2 for 2.
Honestly, next year I might buy Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Washington Nationals jersey.
They're gonna say James Wood or Dylan Cruz. No, fuck you. Fuck
Bad
you.
name.
Like, I'm gonna go gamble. I gotta do it the right way though. I gotta gamble for one until 4 a.m. so I can buy my CJ Abrams jersey. Like,
No, don't do that to the poor lad.
You gotta
Let him cook. Oh.
gotta go gamble
They are
and get
nice.
my money
I'm
for the
assuming
jersey.
that's like Washington. That is like the
It.
shadows in the back here.
Let me pull it. I gotta find it. But
Also,
What's-
Davey Martinez.
Yeah,
Like,
that was
the
cool. I
way
liked
he-
his bathrobe.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Totally different note.
Yeah, night and day.
No, but totally different note on this.
Hmm?
What is CJ Abrams' bat knob? I have never seen that before.
let me see.
It's like a circle.
Alien?
Yeah, it looks like an alien is like.
No,
Looks
no,
like
I'm
an
not talking
alien.
about the knob. I'm talking
Oh, the
like
knob.
the
Yeah, what
actual
the
knob.
fuck? It's like a ball. How do
It
you
looks like a
use that?
ball. I don't know.
Oh,
Huh.
I found the explanation because I feel like we should always have those as if we can. So the jersey like kind of lining through it is the grid of the city, like on a map, which is.
I think
let's-
that's cool.
The chess logo is a reference to the block W worn by the 1956 Washington Senators. Okay, cool, I guess.
Which one?
The chess logo is DC.
Yeah, the chess logo is DC, but
You
it's
said
like
it's a-
the way that it's, I guess,
like the font.
the font kind of.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so on the image that we put in the rundown, they don't show the arm patch, but the arm
Okay.
patch is actually pretty nice. The arm patch is the Capitol dome. It's basically like the W on the hat. Celebrates DC's architecture. The arms are mosaic detailing to represent the diverse makeup of Washington D.C. All right, let's get to the rest of this. The cap is the outline of the Capitol dome appears inside the block W, anchored by either side of the city by the cherry blossoms.
Super
which-
nice.
I like how they kept some of the cherry
The
blossoms
callback.
in there.
That's nice.
And then the underbill of the hat is also the city grid too, as opposed to like.
Okay, so-
Oh shit. Okay.
Why did San Francisco copy them and go with the city grid as their background too?
like
You can't show off hills in fucking.
yeah, it's just maybe
I
that's what the
can't
swooping
wait.
logos in. It's just the hills in San Francisco.
So excited. Honestly,
I
that's probably what it's
can't-
gonna be.
I can't wait for the explanation of this jersey.
Yeah, man.
We
It's
got bored.
We forgot we had to release a jersey. We threw it through AI, and this
oh,
is what we got.
This is
like
like
I
this
don't
is like you got lazy creating a beer league slow pitch jersey.
for the sake of
Men'sleaguesweaters.com did this for them.
for the sake of Giants fans, I hope this looks a little better when they do the official reveal.
Yeah,
Kind of
because
like
ours looked like shit when they first
ours
did it.
looked terrible when they first did the leak of the Vlad jersey and it looked
Mhm.
orange. Like,
This is bad though.
oh,
Gonna
this
be
is still
tough
very
to
bad. It
gonna be
it at
tough to get
most
this
it'll go
better.
from like a 2 to a 3. Like it
Yeah,
won't.
Brother, you're giving this a 2?
I
it's a 0 for me.
I think
There's
it's a
not one
negative.
redeeming factor on this. The Nike logo in the inside is nice.
What is the little logo thing down in the right
San
hand
Francisco
corner?
or the yeah, I don't know what's going on down
San
there.
Fran.
It's like San Francisco. It's like it's hippies. That's a hit.
Giants. Yeah,
It's
it's
San
definitely
Francisco
it's a
Jablets,
flower.
Giants
Who's
established, and then it's got the what?
the Jablets? Oh, it does say established in there. San Francisco,
And then look at the white. It's a year.
1958.
Okay,
Does
those
that
are
make
just
sense?
bad.
19. Oh no, they're
Bad,
both
bad.
before that one.
Bad, bad. Okay.
Okay.
Um, are we doing hot takes? I thought of another one.
I don't
we'll
have any, but I'll
we
shoot
can
from the hip.
we could do 3 because we don't need to do 5 because we usually do 5 for Blue Jays.
Are we just doing Jays? Are we doing league wide? What are we doing?
Okay, fine. We'll do 3 Jays, 2 league
Sure.
like we did
Sure.
last year.
I
Okay.
don't know how many leagues
You
I
already have Springer as 25 home runs. I already read
You know what?
so.
You know what? Fuck it. He had a 19 last year. That's not even hot. Give me 30. George popping
Yes.
off.
For reference, the last time
Yes.
someone said 30 home runs for a player was me when I said David Schneider. So
Oh my
let's
God.
see. All right. Is this
I got a second one.
what's the go ahead, Nate, lead us.
Jake Bloss
Okay.
Nope.
makes 20 plus starts with a
Oh
sub
my
3.5.
Oh my! Did you watch Jake Ross? Oh my God. I don't know if I want to. This doesn't count as one of my hot takes, but I believe someone's getting traded before tomorrow. That's my take of the day. Not a hot take because it's gonna. This episode will be out after it'll happen,
Yeah.
so it sounds
Um,
stupid. But that's my take of the day.
you know what? I'll start with I don't know if it's like the hottest take ever. I think Will Wagner plays at least 100 games, bats 300.
Okay. You usually have one that's very lukewarm, so that's that.
Yeah, like
The
it's
300 part, maybe.
300 and 100 games. Like I'm not.
I don't think 100 games is hot at all. I think that's like step outside right now.
It's
Fine.
sunny though.
Do you want me to say? I'll say 120. How about that?
Yeah, bro, there's snow on the ground here.
Yeah, that's crazy. It was blizzarding and then mid-July within an hour. It was crazy.
There was like 3 inches of snow on the road this morning.
Yeah, that's so fucked. Is it a hot take to say Bo Bichette's hitting 25?
Meh.
He had 4 last year.
Well, he was also.
I just went with Springer hitting 30.
Yeah, he just says Springer.
We got so many home runs coming out of this team. It's insane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I mean,
I'm not doing very good here.
I think I have another one.
I'll give you a Bo one if you want, that I think if you don't want it, I'll use it.
Okay.
I don't know how hot it is, but he hasn't done it.
Okay.
And I think it's real hot when Bobby Witt's in the league, but I think Bo Bichette is going to win a batting title this year.
Pretty hot.
Nate, there's your 3.
It's pretty hot. Oh,
Andres Jimenez.
I've been saying it for weeks. I might as well just throw it out. Max Scherzer's winning the fucking Cy Young.
Okay. All right. Cool.
He's the GOAT.
All right.
Stuart Burrow, 100 plus games. That'd be
Stuart
a
Burrow,
that'd be a
40
hot take
steals at
for
the
you.
end of the year.
Oh,
I could write down
I don't
Stuart
think he's
Barella.
gonna-
I was gonna say like
If he started the year, I would have said it, but I don't think he can do it.
Andres Jimenez over 820 OPS.
wow, wow.
Oh, Did he even do that when he was good?
He was close, I think. Like,
Greater than 230, I would hope so.
yeah. What was hold up. I got fucking
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. signs a contract tonight. Book it. All my hot takes are from before this episode drops.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of something in our pen, but our pen stinks.
Okay, I don't know if how much of a hot take. Andres Jimenez is like good year was 837.
Okay, so it's not like it's not his best
He
year.
then proceeded to go 712 and 638. So
No, yeah, no, it's still hot. Don't get me wrong, but it wouldn't be his best
I
year of
just
all
don't
time.
think it's happening.
No.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm just trying to look around my room. Hold on, sorry. Did anyone see the the Kirk bobblehead?
Oh,
The
the Reese McGuire?
the Reese McGuire?
Oh man.
It's an interesting look.
Yeah.
Fuck. I don't know, man. Jeff Hoffman, sub 1 ERA. Sub 1.
I had a Jeff Hoffman one, but it's not beating under
Sub
1
1.
ERA.
Sub 1.
Uh,
I'm the only one that has takes left. No, or do you have some?
I have one more.
Okay, good. Because
I was going to do Jeff Hoffman 50 plus saves, but that's
that's easy. That's a given.
well, if he has a sub 1,
Fucking given.
like, oh shit. Okay. I'm trying to go around the team. You know what? Alan Roden. I have a shit 25 plus home runs.
Okay.
It's more so hot because I don't know how much he's gonna play. Like,
That's fair.
If he's
I don't.
on the team, he's playing.
This is not a hot take, I guess. The Blue Jays are going to have 6 Gold Glove awards this year.
Does that include the team?
does that
Yes.
include the team one?
Yeah, it's team one.
All right.
Because it's not that hot. Because Barrios, Kirk, Jimenez, center fielder, Barshow, give it to one of the corners too for fun. And then Vlad.
If Vlad wins a fucking Gold Glove in his contract year, it will actually be the end of my life as I know it.
Vlad's
right.
winning the MVP, right? Well, that's not a hot take.
You two said it.
That's not a hot take.
I also agreed, but I wasn't going to triple up on it.
Yeah, it's not a hot take.
But all right. Do we want some around the league hot takes?
Sure.
The Miami Marlins are the worst team in baseball.
That's not really a hot take.
The White Sox are pretty bad.
I think a hot take would them be beating the White Sox record that they just set last year.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
I'll take the Dodgers are the best team in baseball.
You would. You fucking would.
It's not hot.
That's not hot at all.
It's not hot. Let me just look at the league for a second.
Yeah, I gotta look at what I said.
I'm shooting from the hip a lot, and I seem to be missing everything here. So, no, we already did divisions, right? So the Yankees finishing last in the AL East is a hot take, but
Not when both of us agreed on it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You guys, I couldn't. Again, I couldn't drop the Yankees that fucking far.
Mhm.
But
I did it.
yeah. Oh boy. This is.
Pittsburgh Pirates make the playoffs.
Oh Jesus Christ! Okay, Brant.
I don't think I even said that on my things, but give me
You
that.
didn't.
I think you
No.
got him finishing fourth. But
I'm just going with the
the flow of things.
vibes. Go pitching.
I've got one.
Okay.
Lawrence Butler,
MVP.
top 3.
Okay. Oh, that was my other one. Junior Caminero, top 3 MVP. Those seem like locks to me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck, I'm off the here.
White Sox win the World Series.
That's crazy. That's insane.
Our own mini World Series of winning
You know
50
what?
games.
Hot take.
I also have a
Connor won't follow through on a bet this year.
It's not a hot take. Ice cold.
I also have an MVP finalist.
Okay.
James Wood.
Okay.
Interesting.
If they're a playoff team, like I could see that being a thing.
Like,
Um,
and then I got fucking one more. Jesus. Fuck it. Walker Bueller Cy Young finalist.
Aaron Judge breaks the home run record.
Again? He's gonna get pitched.
No,
to?
the
You mean the
home run
walk
record.
record?
There's
home run record.
no. They don't even dignify that, Connor. What the fuck are you talking about?
What?
He didn't break
He,
the home record.
he didn't break it anything.
He
Oh,
broke-
he broke the AL record.
He broke
That's
the
not a
seventh most
thing.
homers in baseball.
Okay, it's a record there. Okay, so
I also find that very lukewarm, Connor. I'm not gonna
the
lie.
Walker Bueller Cy Young finalist.
He was ass last year.
Yeah, but he was good in the playoffs, and he's done it before.
He was good in like the last couple of games, but he was bad in the playoffs.
He's got the pedigree.
Okay,
Yeah.
So
He's also got two
I am
TJs.
literally like sliding farther and farther down.
Yeah,
this
we're
trail.
about to end. I'm
This
just gonna
episode's
fucking
gonna end
gonna
when
read.
Nate's face
Yeah.
disappears off the screen.
All right. So Brant's hot takes this year: Max Scherzer Cy Young, Jeff Hoffman under 1 ERA.
Lock.
The Jays get 6 Gold Gloves.
Lock.
Pirates make the playoffs, and Junior
Lock.
Caminero is an MVP finalist.
The actual lock.
My hot takes, and Nate's gonna shit on all of them because he thinks they're not super hot. But Will Wagner will play at least 120 games and hit over 300.
Lock.
Andres Jimenez will have an over 820 OPS. Alan Roden has over 25 home runs. James Wood is an MVP finalist, and Walker Bueller is a Cy Young finalist. And then Nate's hot takes. George Springer turns the clock back to 2019 and hits 30 home runs.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Jake Bloss, 20 games started under 3.5 ERA. Who do you have?
Who's getting hurt?
I was gonna say, who do you have getting hurt?
I don't know.
Or just Bowden being shit? Like
No, one of them gets hurt.
Bo Bichette winning a batting title.
I like that one. I think that's my favorite of Nate's.
The Marlins are the worst team all time.
All time.
And Lawrence Butler is an MVP finalist.
Lock.
I think the Marlins are like underrated bad, man.
Dude, they
Xavier Edwards is a baseball player.
Okay.
That's it.
They have 2 baseball players then. I've got another one that I don't think is very hot, so I wasn't going to throw it out. But
Okay.
I would, if this was an option, I would put a decent amount of money on it.
Hmm.
One Blue Jay starter is finishing. Actually, I'll leave it even open. One Blue Jay pitcher is finishing top 3 Cy Young for sure.
That Jimmy Garcia Cy Young year is going to go crazy.
Well, according to you, it'd be fucking Jeff Hoffman.
No, that's what's even crazier is that Jeff Hoffman has a sub 1 and somehow Jimmy still has the
They
better
stick
year.
Jimmy in the rotation, and he's actually
Crazy.
he's a starter. He's really good.
300 strikeouts for Jimmy Garcia. Oh my god.
The Alec
Garcia throws
Manoah
100.
15 games started or whatever it's going to be
Oh,
with a 0
Cy-
ERA is going
Cy
to go
Young?
so hard.
Yeah, setting the all-time record for consecutive innings pitched without giving up an earned run is insane for Alec Manoah.
Sorry, I just saw a tweet that I'm like, this could really be what they do tomorrow.
Hmm.
The outfield is Roden in left, George in center, Sanson Darren right.
Yeah.
And then you have Ernie. You put Ernie in.
Ernie 3.
Ernie 3,
Wags DH.
DHing.
Yeah,
I don't like it. Fuck it. We move
they're
on.
not going to do it, but
It's an option.
That sounds very John Schneider.
Yeah. I think that's
when
All
was
right,
the
fellas.
last time George Springer played center field?
The other day.
The other day.
No. Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
That's why it feels very John
But like
Schneider.
in an actual fucking like
I don't know.
regular
Never.
season game, he might have actually like last year.
Great question.
Okay, well, I'm starving.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
would
Me
like
too.
to eat dinner.
All right, well, let's get out of here then.
Happy
happy
opening day Eve
Eve.
to everyone.
Happy opening day to everyone
celebrates.
listening to this because we're not going to get it out by tonight. Maybe
You got
I got some time.
lots of time.
I got lots of time tonight.
Brant, are you going tomorrow?
Yeah, I am.
Right on.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
I was debating it all week, but here we are.
Have some poutine with cotton candy on
Fuck it!
top of
I
it for
can't
me.
believe we're going to talk about all the food next week. There's so many cool things.
You need to no. You know what you need to do? You need to video you eating the cotton candy fries.
I don't
That's
like.
what you should do. You should
gotta
just go
do food reviews.
I might go
do
do a
food
food review
reviews.
again. I did that
and
last year. I
post
might
it
do it
on the
again.
flight deck page.
No, I posted that on my own personal one.
Oh, fuck you! You're a piece of shit. Think of the pod for once.
I can no. I'm selfish.
Okay, bye. Next, I'm going to be on the ground. So
Yeah. Nate's slowly just.
we are not
thanks, guys.
podcasting at this time anytime soon.
Cheers.